All right. Hello, I'm Van Wilson, and yeah, it's working. All right. Hello, I'm Van Wilson, and I'm honored to be your guide in your discovery of our national government. I call it your discovery because you're going to discover some things that many Americans simply don't know about our government and how it works. Given today's political climate and the tons and tons of misinformation that's out there, this is probably one of the most important classes that you'll ever take as a responsible American. Matter of fact, I'll bet that by the end of this class, you might just write me a little note, saying, Professor Wilson, you were right. This class is very important to our democracy. I'm not just saying that because I study government. I'm saying that because look at the news. Anyway, first thing, this class is completely online. That means you're not going to have to burn expensive gas coming to campus and looking for a parking space just to look at this pretty face. But really, no, everything you do will be online and in Canvas. You don't physically have to turn in any assignments. Everything will be in your course Canvas. So make sure you are familiar with the Canvas portal, okay? If you haven't done so yet, the first thing you need to do is to get this book. This is your textbook. It is American Democracy Now! By Harrison, Harris, and Deardorff. Be sure to get the 7th edition. The 7th edition. It doesn't matter if you get the printed version or the electronic version. Personally, I prefer the electronic version, but it doesn't matter which, as long as you get the 7th edition. The reason is the 7th edition has 3 new chapters that weren't in the other books, and we're going to go over all of the chapters. So make sure you get the 7th edition. I will provide some notes for each chapter, but my notes will not be enough for you to pass your chapter quizzes and certainly not the final exam, okay? So you're going to have to get the book to get all the information you need to pass this course. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor. Get a laptop or a desktop or at the very least a large tablet, okay? Technically, you can do this class on a cell phone, on a smartphone, but it's not going to be easy. Do yourself a favor. Get one of, it can be one of those cheap, less than $100 tablets, but get yourself something and then get a full-size keyboard to go along with it. Trust me, it's going to make life a whole lot easier. Even though there are no scheduled class meetings, we still have to take attendance. Yeah, believe it or not, we still have to take attendance. This is how I'm going to take attendance. Each week, I will post a discussion in Canvas. You'll have to correctly respond to that discussion by midnight on Saturday night. There will be a new post each week, and you'll have to correctly respond by midnight that Saturday night. If you don't respond by midnight on Saturday night, you'll be marked as absent for that week. And this is a 3-hour course, so you only get 3 unexcused absences this semester. More than 3, and the rules say I have to fail you. That's right, I have to fail you even before the end of the course if you get more than 3 unexcused absences. Now, I know life happens and sometimes things come up. If that happens, make sure you go to Student Services and get an excuse. That excuse will keep me from failing you, but make sure you pay attention to this. Attendance is 20% of your grade, okay? Attendance is 20% of your grade. So even though you are not automatically failed, you are losing points off of your average, and that can hurt your final grade. So make sure that you attend and do those attendance posts, okay? Now, the grading in Canvas is live. That means you can actively see your grades based on what you've turned in and what is due at that time. This way, you can know exactly what your grades are. Based on what is due, your grades to that point will be reflected in Canvas. Now, future assignments might show up, but they are not part of your grade until they are due, okay? You'll also be responsible for producing a civics literacy project or report. Currently, this is the only assignment that you'll need to type and submit, and you do that through Canvas, of course. I'll provide instructions for your civic literacy project in another video, but know this, you cannot earn an A in this class without doing that civics literacy project, okay? It is 20% of your grade. So if you don't do that civics literacy project and you do everything else perfect, the highest grade you'll get in this class will be a B. So be sure that you do that civics literacy project. And like I said, I'll give you instructions on that in another video. Now, even though this is an online class, I will have office hours where we can talk one-on-one about things in the class or maybe things you don't understand. My office hours will be Fridays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., but that's by Zoom appointment only. My office hours are on Zoom, and you need an appointment to be a part of that Zoom session. What I'll do is I need for you to send me an email by Thursday afternoon letting me know that you want to meet with me on Friday for my office hours. Okay, you need to send that email by Thursday afternoon. I will reply to that email with a link for you to join the office hours on Friday. Now, everybody can break out in private rooms, so if there are multiple people there, it won't matter. I'll be able to get to everyone privately, okay? So, send me an email by Thursday afternoon and I will send you the link. That's the only way you can get an office appointment with me on Friday, all right? Now, this class isn't complicated, but it does require two-way communications. You need to communicate with me if you have any issues. So feel free to do that. Send me an email anytime you need to. I try to check my emails several times a day. I will get back with you as quickly as I can. So if you're having issues, let me know and we'll try to work on them together. Now, TCC has been consistently rated as one of the top 10 community colleges in the country. That means if you got into TCC, you're that kind of student. So I expect that kind of work out of you. It's not hard. It's not so hard that you can't handle it. You've already proven you can handle it. That's why you're here. Okay. So if you have any problems, let me know. In the meantime, get your book, get a computer, and get to work. You got this.